Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a debate going on in the legislature about how we handle our severance tax. What I want to do is give you the simplest explanation I can today on what we're doing and the reason we're trying to do it. If you look at the revenues that we have gotten from offshore oil and gas payments over the last few years, the red is what Alabama has received. The blue is what the oil companies received. Now, as the price goes up, production goes up, you can see the difference. What is happening now, though, an administrative law judge has told the people of Alabama that Exxon or any of the large oil companies not only get to keep this, they can also take this back. We will not allow that to happen. If you look at what we charge for severance tax and compared to what every other southeastern state charges, it's relatively the same. But it's not only that they want the state of Alabama to repay what they have already paid us. Going forward, they want a system that allows them to deduct indirect costs down to the point that they would never have to pay any severance tax going forward. It is unconscionable. It is something that absolutely ends up fleecing the people of Alabama. We have introduced legislation that says we are not going to allow anyone to take our natural resources and not pay anything for it. That is all that this bill does. Now, the administrative law judge, when he wrote the ruling, almost begged the legislature to fix it. He actually said, and I'll read it to you, but unless and until the legislature acts, this is what's going to happen. Well, that's the bill that we put over there. Now, you had a lot of debate last week, and there were certain senators that said, well, I'm not too sure I'm going to support this. Well, I want those people to stand up and tell the people of Alabama that they're willing to give up the severance tax to the big oil companies to increase their profits. They're willing to pay back the severance tax that we've already gotten. Now, if anyone wants to get up and defend that position, it's up to them. But as long as I'm governor, we will not allow any company, Exxon or any other international company, to come into this state, take our natural resources free of charge. And that's essentially what this bill does. You can't drill anywhere on the Atlantic coast. You can't drill anywhere on the Pacific coast. You can't drill in the Rocky Mountains. The only place that we're getting that natural gas today is off of the Gulf Coast. Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. We think we've been doing our patriotic duty in allowing this economy to grow, allowing this country to have a natural resource that is imperative to have. And now for anyone to come back and say, well, we understand, even though last year we had record profits, we want to come back and ask Alabama or any other state to not only repay what we've already paid for the severance tax, but going forward, we want to deduct indirect expenses down to the point that you would actually not receive anything coming into the state of Alabama. It's wrong, and we're not going to allow it.